The Tesla Model Y just got 2 extra Ys in its name, and we'll tell you why. There's so much more to it, and we are bringing you an exclusive video on the all-new Tesla Model Y L, which is the long wheelbase version for you in India. So stick around till the end as we tell you how and why it makes a perfect sense for an Indian family trying to fulfill their American dream. My name is Haji and you are watching CarWale. Let's begin. When Tesla arrived in India last year, they chose to debut with their best bet, the Model Y, a globally successful product, and initially it was offered in just a rear-wheel drive option. Later, they expanded the Y's lineup with a long-range rear-wheel drive version. Now the brand has yet another iteration of the Model Y in store, and that is the long wheelbase version, which now makes even more sense. So before we dwell into the design, the features, I would like to address the interior space, and for that we need to address how long this actually is. The Tesla Model Y L is almost 5 meters long and has a wheelbase of just over 3 meters, which is very good for interior space. So let's quickly see what's changed on the inside for the Tesla Model Y L long wheelbase. So I just got inside the Tesla Model Y L, and the first thing you'll notice is the captain seats. Yes, this is a 6-seater version, 2+2+2. I'll go at the back and tell you how the experience is at the back also. But for the second row, well, now you get captain seats and this function, which is an armrest which can electrically deploy. So whenever you close the door, you get inside, this will pop up, and once you go out, this will pop down. It is much easier to go through at the back for older people if this is down. So that is a very neat touch. It is not, always there. It is integrated neatly into the design. Talking about the seat themselves, Tesla had made sure that you are purely sitting in comfort. You get heated, ventilated seat. Both the front rows, both the rear rows, and even the third row has heated function. It misses out on ventilation, but you do get heated function. Now the seats are pretty comfortable. I'm sitting very nicely here. The AC vents are mounted on the pillars. There's a big screen over here where you can control the flow, you can adjust the fan speed, and there's so much information on the screen that we'll get to later. But for the seat themselves, everything feels very plush and premium. There's plenty of leg room, knee room is, I don't think there's any problem. The thigh support is also very nice. The floor is flat, there's no issues whatsoever. The headroom, well, yes, I have plenty of headroom thanks to this big glass roof. Also, the height has been increased in the Tesla Model Y L because of course, the rear row. I'll tell you how it affects at the rear row. But for this seat, I'm very comfortable. You don't get sunblind, but I think I'm just asking for more now, because overall as a package, the rear seat is very nice and comfortable. In terms of features, as I mentioned, there's AC vent, there's a reading lamp, a hook, and if you're searching for cup holders, they are just right here. All you have to do is press a button and it pops out. That's it. There's 2 Type-C charging port at the back, and as I mentioned, there's this beautiful screen where you can play YouTube, you can watch Netflix, game also on this screen. It also controls all the function on the front screen, so I'll demonstrate that later in the video. Now it's time to check how the third row is of the Tesla Model Y L, which is the the important part of this particular upgrade. Now, as you saw how easy it is to get inside the third row of the Tesla Model Y L, the seats are very much comfortable. You get plenty of space. Now again, it is not perfectly fine for adults. I think kids are best suited for these seats, but apart from that, on shorter journeys, this will prove very handy when you have a lot of people in your car, at least 6. Now talking about the space, I feel very comfortable. There's no claustrophobic feeling of sorts. There's a good quarter panel here, but the most important bit is this glass roof that extends till the back, which bring in more light and make me feel lighter. There's a cup holder, and this seat, in fact these seats are heated. You can also control the recline angle of the seats, as you can see, and that too electrically. In fact, these 2 seats also get electrical adjustment, so that's one good thing. And in terms of feature, as I mentioned, there's AC vent, there's Type-C charging port, and there's a center screen in the second row, which I feel is visible from here, and and the entire 4 people can enjoy that screen, watch YouTube video, watch CarWale videos, and you can also subscribe using that screen. Minimalism is a choice, and that exactly is the theme for the Tesla Model Y L, similar to what we have seen over the past for the standard Tesla Model Y. Now in terms of the screen, it is increased to 16-inch now. Again, it is very responsive, very smooth, lots of function based into it. It feels like it is an iPad, and it gets very much all sort of function that you'll expect. In fact, more than any other car, I believe. You have YouTube, Netflix and whatnot. In terms of space and practicality, you do get 2 cup holders in the center console. Very neatly slidable storage space here. You can also close the bin if you're not using it. There's 2 wireless charger, 50 watt each, so it is very fast. There's fan also here to keep your phone cool while it's charging. There's an armrest and there's plenty of storage underneath as well. Now if we talk about the steering, it is exactly what we have seen with the Model Y. Nothing has been changed. You still get just one stalk and no physical buttons at all. But overall, the seats are again very comfortable. Now the brand has introduced few new features exclusively for this particular version. One of them is the ride and handling priority, which is something you can choose between balanced and rear comfort. In fact, once everybody's seated at the back, this automatically switches to rear comfort. So this one gets an adaptive suspension, so that helps for overall comfort for the rear passengers as well. Apart from that, most of the things have been carried over from the standard Model Y. You do get similar amount of storage space. The seats are almost identical. They offer same comfort, and you can electrically adjust them. There's ventilation, heated function. Heated function is also there for the steering wheel also. So this was the interior and features. Now it's time to see the technical specs of the car. So let's hop outside, and before that also check the boot space of the car. Before we check the boot space, let's quickly address something new, which is this color. This is the Cosmic Silver, which is exclusively for the Model Y L. Apart from this, you get standard colors from the Model Y, and also there's this new windscreen to accommodate the new height, or rather the headroom for the third row, and this neat integrated boot-lid spoiler that is customized in black. Looks absolutely stunning. Now let's check the boot space. Of course, you get powered tailgate. Even though all seats are up, the boot space is very nice. As you can see, you can store at least 2 cabin size bags here. Now if you come closer, now Tesla calls this magic boot, which means to access more storage, you don't have to always hold this up. You just have to do this, and it magnetically attached to the third row. The boot space is very nice. I'll put up the numbers on the screen. You can see how much liters of boot space you get when all the rows are up, and the amount of boot space you get once all the rows are down. So that's one good thing. You also get frunk storage as the standard Tesla Model Y. So this was the boot space. Now it's time to address and check the technical specifications of this Tesla Model Y L. Now the Model Y L will be offered in a single top spec version with 88 kWh battery pack and a range of 681 kilometers on a single charge, WLTP cycle certified. This can also sprint from 0 to 100 under 5 seconds. Overall, what Tesla is doing is simply clever. What they have done is taken the globally acclaimed product, stretched it, added more features, more comfort, more seats, and made a family SUV out of it. There's a Model Y for everyone. If you want a standard Model Y because you're tight on a budget, you get the standard version. If you want a long range version, but again don't want a family SUV, a 6-seater version, then you also have a long range version in the standard Model Y. And then there's this, a proper family SUV with dual motor, more range, and it looks apart. And in the segment, which I don't think there's any other competition in the segment which offers this sort of practicality, space, seats, the Tesla Model Y L, has a very strong case for it. And for that sort of price, the Tesla Model Y L is a steal, of course. Wait till the end for some bonus content. 19-inch wheels, of course, same as the standard version, but now you get this new wheel cover, looks absolutely stunning. Bigger screen and 19 speakers spread across the cabin. 8-inch screen, very responsive, and ISOFIX mounts on all 4 seats. 7 ways to charge your phone, 2 wireless charger, 1 Type-C charger here, 2 at the back, and 2 here for the third row. Extended thigh support for the front seats, and 2 interior theme, all black and then grey.